So I just thought of this right now, and I was going to type it into my little notes app or whatever. But I don't know, I'm busy right now, and I can't really type, so I just wanted to say I literally came up with this right this actual second. I want to give you a little advice. Not for your sake, because I think you need advice, but for other people's sake. So I was thinking about how you sort of have this death wish and you tell people about it, and I was just thinking about the first time we ever hung out and how you were telling me about it, and you were like, what do you think about that? Like, would you be upset? Like, would you miss me kind of thing? Like, would it affect you? Whatever the fuck. Like, that's sort of what you were getting at. You were kind of wondering, like, how I selfishly would feel about you doing that. And it's like, at the time, I didn't really know you that well, like, at all, and, you know, it's like, it would have sucked, but I wouldn't have been, like, fucking devastated, right? So, then, you proceeded to hang out with me and get close with me, and now I'm at the point where I would be devastated. So, I don't understand why you asked me, because it seemed like the goal, or what you were pretending was the goal. I don't know if this was actually your goal, but it seemed like you wanted to let me believe that your goal was for me to not care about you, and you wanted to convince me not to care if you do that. And it's like, you literally put me in a position where I would care way, way, way more. And so so my advice is you should probably stop telling people that you're going to do that, because I think it actually hurts them more. I know you think you're, like, preparing them so it hurts less in the future, but actually I think it's going to fuck people up. It's fucking me up a little bit, because it's like, it's not that I'm, like, worried about it. It's just, like, when you tell people things like that, that sounds concerning. Like, it sounds like you need help. Like, if you tell somebody, by the way, like, I'm planning on killing myself, obviously that doesn't sound good. So when you tell people that, they're gonna start to think, like, what can I do to help? Because this guy obviously needs help, right? So the more people feel like that you need help, the more they're going to want to try to help you. Even though, obviously, nobody can fix you. Nobody's really going to be able to help you that much. So, what I'm saying is that you should spare them that information that you're planning on doing that, because what you're going to do is stress them out and give them false hope that they're going to be able to help you. And then they won't be able to, and then they're going to feel even more shitty when it happens, because they're going to be like, wow, I knew, and, like, I should have done something. Like, I wish I would have tried harder. Do you know what I mean? So literally, like, yeah, I just want to let you know. Like, I thought about this right now, and it's like, that was fucked up of you to tell me that. And then, so literally our conversation went like this. You're like, yeah, so I'm gonna kill myself at this age. And I'm like, maybe don't do that. Like, that's not good for you or whatever. But I was saying it for, like, because obviously you deserve to live, right? But now it's more than that. Now it's more like, I selfishly would be upset if you were to do that. Before, like, not so much, because I really didn't know you. So it's like, why would you tell me that? Let me in on that information, and then let me get close to you. Like, this close. Let me get to the point where I'd be upset. Because literally what you're trying to do is not working. So, like, your goal, what you were telling me that you were trying to do was to get people not to care. But you actually got me to care more. Do you get that? So, like, yeah, I hope that made sense. I just wanted to let you know. I thought of that right now. I feel like that's useful information. So, by telling people you're going to do that is not actually preparing them. It's actually telling them that, you know, you need help, and they're going to think that they can help you, and they're going to be upset at themselves and at life when they can't. So, you're not preparing anybody. You're just making them feel like shit.